ES Audio.
Hello, I'm Mark Blunden and this is the Evening Standard's Tech and Science Daily. Coming up, first UK driverless car, but it's a subscription. But first...
3, 2, 1, top!
It's all systems go after a second attempt at ESA's Jupiter Icy Moons Explorer mission after rocket and probe blasted off from French Guiana. Dr. Ben Dreyer, a research fellow at the Open University who's worked on the JUICE project, explains why meeting the 1-second launch window is critical so the Moon and Earth are in the correct orientation.
It launches towards the moon, the satellite catapults around the moon, and in doing that it absorbs some of the gravitational energy from the moon, which adds to its speed. And then after doing that maneuver around the moon, it does the same maneuver again around the Earth. So it's a double catapult in order to get as much speed as possible to catapult it towards Jupiter.
And also about the challenges of interpreting images back on Earth after picture quality and cameras are exposed to highly damaging radiation.
We try and understand in real intense detail how that damage happens to the cameras, how we can design cameras better so that they are less affected by it, and also how the scientists can correct their data once it comes back from space, because we understand what that damage should look like.
Now there's just 8 years and 4 billion miles to go for JUICE to reach Jupiter's moons on the hunt for life-supporting conditions. Staying with space, the only photograph of a supermassive black hole has been transformed to its maximum resolution by artificial intelligence software, and we'll tell you how to see it. It's been dubbed the Orange Donut, which is a fair description, and it's right in the middle of the Messier 87 galaxy, which is 55 million light-years from Earth. Now, a fuzzy image captured in 2019 by Event Horizon, which is a global array of radio telescopes, has been upgraded to a decent resolution by the Institute for Advanced Study in Princeton, New Jersey, after it was fed into trained AI software called Primo to have its resolution upgraded, and the result is pretty impressive. Black holes are intense sources of gravity that suck in dust and gas around them and are so strong that no light can escape them. And you can view this dramatic new image by clicking on the link in the notes of this episode. Now, drivers on Britain's motorways are being allowed to go off steering wheels for the first time after the UK became the first European country to approve a hands-free system. Ford says it's been given the go-ahead by the government to switch on its Blue Cruise self-driving technology. The system is only available on the 2023 Ford Mustang Mach-E, a pure electric vehicle. 5 radars track the position and speed of other vehicles, while a forward-facing camera detects lane markings and speed signs. But the catch? There's an £18 a month subscription, and that's on top of the forecourt price. Next. Fossils of mysterious teeth are believed to belong to a dinosaur never seen before in the British Isles, following a Natural History Museum research project with a little help from artificial intelligence. A selection of teeth found in Oxfordshire, Gloucestershire and Dorset include the oldest evidence of the therizinosaur, a large omnivore.
We have to dig out tons and tons of clay and wash this clay down to find these teeth. And the teeth we're looking at are really, really small. Some of them are less than a millimetre in size.
That's Simon Wills, a PhD student at the Natural History Museum, who explains what a therizinosaur is.
Therizinosaurs are theropod dinosaurs, so they're part of the big meat-eating group of dinosaurs. One difference between therizinosaurs and the other meat-eaters is actually the shape of their teeth. Most meat-eating dinosaurs have blade-like, slightly curved teeth with little serrations. Therizinosaur teeth look a bit more leaf-shaped.
Data from the teeth samples were fed into an AI program.
It said that, for the teeth we looked at, that most of the teeth were dromaeosaurs, which was nice as well because we expect to find dromaeosaurs in the Middle Jurassic, and that 2 of the teeth, one tooth was a troodontid and one tooth was a therizinosaur. And it's the first, shall we say, more empirical evidence that we have that these existed down there.
Ghana has become the first country in the world to approve a groundbreaking new vaccine against malaria. Approval of the jab, known as R21 and developed by Oxford University, is unusual as it comes before the publication of final stage trial data. It's unclear when the vaccination may be rolled out in Ghana, as other regulatory bodies, including the World Health Organization, are still assessing its safety and effectiveness. Let's go to the ads. Stay there for more news from the world of tech and science. Plus, why scientists have been poking sleeping bears. Why not hit follow in the meantime? Welcome back. Research suggests people with hearing loss who are not using a hearing aid may have a higher risk of dementia than people without hearing loss. According to the study by Shandong University in China, using a hearing aid may reduce this risk to the same level as people with normal hearing. Scientists say the study also highlights the urgent need for the early introduction of hearing aids when someone starts to experience hearing impairment. Using data from nearly 438,000 British data sets, researchers found compared to people with normal hearing, those with hearing loss not using hearing aids had a 42% higher risk of all-cause dementia. And finally, in what has to be one of science's danger jobs, a group of intrepid researchers have been poking bears to discover the secrets of blood clots. Why? Well, hibernating bears, paralysed humans and pigs kept in small enclosures all avoid dangerous blood clots despite not moving for very long. So how? Well, the research by the University of Reading with partners in Denmark, Germany, Norway and Sweden sought to find out, and this involved taking blood samples from bears in winter as they hibernated and in summer while they were awake and moving around. It's hoped the findings could lead to new medicines to help people who have inherited blood clotting disorders that put them at risk for pulmonary embolism, heart attack and stroke. You're up to date. Come back at 4 p.m. for the Leader podcast, bringing you the latest news, interviews and analysis from the Evening Standard here in London, and we'll be back on Monday at 1 p.m. See you then.